G'day guys and girls, and welcome back to our little channel. Goodies, beer reviews here on a fantastic Friday night, which we commonly refer to here on the channel as Friday, or Monday can be Monday, if you like Mondays. If you work shift work and you got Monday off, then I'd like a Monday. Anyways, I looked at this in the fridge. Have a go at it. What an old school can. I think I found it from the 60s. It must have been in there. And I got closer and I looked and it's Balter Brewing. So this is Balter, and everyone knows I've got a love affair with Balter. Easy, hazy, absolutely session the shit out of that, love it. Balter Brewing, Loftus Express. Now this is a Pacific Northwest Pale Ale, 375ml can, which is what we love around the channel. Very old school, plain, single propeller flying over some trees or hops. Loftus, it's very, very weird. I never thought this would be Balter. So it's got to be a limited release. 5.8% ABV for a Paley's, getting up there a bit more. 10 cent recycle, 18 plus, definitely a very adult beer. 1.7 standard drinks. This is canned and brewed at Currumbin. Part of Asahi. This is what gets me. Part of Asahi Beverages. Has Balter Brewing. Has Balter signed out to Asahi? I didn't know they did. I knew they weren't like full independent. Yeah, they have Asahi, so Balter's Asahi. That's why I keep seeing Balter in, but I see Balter in BWS, Liquorland, or Asahi's Woolies. Yeah, anyways, who cares? It's about the beer. Northwest Pale Ale. Don't know what that will be. Giving it a tip, giving it a swirl. Ooh, refreshing, sneaky crack on the can. Look at this, Loftus Express. I'm excited. A heavier pale ale at 5.8. Yeah, I was going to say this is going to be the colour. It's going to be more like a red ale, isn't it, or a dark draft beer. Look at that. I hope it's got some hop flavour. There's a bit of a spiel on the back, and I will summarise. Blah blah brewers, Balter and Loftus. Remember incredible Smith. Huh? Oh yeah. Ranchers, incredible Smith family. I must be fucking something wrong with me. I've had a stroke or something. A bit of a Mike and there's not much on there anyway. Fuck it, let's go. It's a paley. Head dissipates quicker than a bad marriage. Not very carbonated at all, but the colour is lovely. Very lovely colour. Cheers, everyone. Happy Friday. We'll have a sniff. This smells, I can smell my hands cleaner. Hand cleaner more than the beer. This beer does not sniff. It is an unsniffable beer. Let's go. Have a taste. I don't know. I don't get some of these weird-ass beers. But then I say that and anyway, I was going to say I like my double IPAs. Oh. Pardon me, I took a big sip of that. That was this is actually just hit the back of my throat. Very smooth, good mouthfeel. I'm getting a bit of malt, more malt than hops. It tastes more like an ale, but then again, it is a pale ale. But this Pacific Northwest, look, maybe it's a different hop or Pacific Northwest with the finest brewer. It's just, look, there isn't got much on there. I don't know. Balter releasing a can. Look, I do like Balter, but I'm fair. 5.8%, basically an extra pale ale. Or not an XPA, but pale ale. Very easy to drink, very unpredictable for the 5.8. I just have to say to myself, why sort of bother? Balter do a great XPA on tap. I like their Balter on tap. If I ever go to a pub and I see Balter, I'll pretty much choose everything else, unless it's something I haven't had or that I think's better. And I think on tap at 4% odd, Balter Easy Hazy's just flavour. I like it. This Loftus Express, I think it's just a bit lost for me. I think I just feel like something better on the can to explain it, something simpler. Like, I don't know. If I brewed, I'd be very specific in what each beer is. I'm not going to leave it up to like mystery or like art, where you walk in these days and you see a bloke trying to light a bit of wood, and that's art. Or some person skateboarding with paint on the wheels and painting a picture and going, that's art and that's interpretive. To me, that's bullshit. Sorry. If I walk into a room in an art gallery and I see a lady or a man or whatever dressed in tights, running around screaming, with a fucking club lock or something, first off, I'd probably belt them. But I mean, not a club lock, but like, a bucket of paint. Oh, fuck, I can go home and do that. Or is it the way you run and drop the shit? Art is very subjective, but to me, this is just my opinion. So sorry to all the artists. I'm an artist of liking beer. But it's like, a beautiful painting or a portrait or a memory that's captured in time. Something about the world that captures a moment, or just something that's got a backstory, and that's art to me. It doesn't have to be priceless. Some pictures, and I'll show you on the next video a picture of my granddad I found, and at 16 years old, to me that's priceless. Anyway, today on the news, hold your hat. I have a bit of a dabble in the news, but not much. Some people have been charged criminally and under Commonwealth law for illegal trading, for like what they call, I think, dumping and pumping. And they've been charged by ASIC, and I think they're Commonwealth offences and criminal offences. I had a read online. This is what gets me. They create these little groups and they pump a bullshit share or whatever, and they'll pump it, and then they'll pull out at a high rate because everyone else is investing in it, the group, and then you're left with the fucking decline. That's the basics of it. So 4 people, and if you Google it, if you Google share dumping, it comes up everywhere. Big news. They're going for a detention warrant, and I like a bit of gambling. I like a bit of I don't really follow the stocks. I don't shares. I've had a dabble here and there, but I do my tax every year. I'm honest. Everyone's dishonest here and there, maybe, I don't know. And we don't care about the guy doing a $20 cashy or something, I suppose. But when you're hundreds of thousands or ripping off other people, mate, good work to ASIC. Good work to any other law enforcement agency or whoever looked into this and had these 4 people charged. And the funny thing is, their names are, and you can name them because they're online. So here we go. Kurt Stewart. If you Google him, just have a look. It's something to do with health. Emma Summer, lowlife. Saeed Yusuf, who got charged with a couple more offences, and Larissa Quinlan got charged as well with a couple of offences dealing with the proceeds of crime, which they do fiscal audits and all on that. That's going to be good. And then you've got, that's what Saeed was done. I don't know, have a look at the charters online. Have a Google. This is what shits me. The average Joe Blow will jump on there and invest 100, 200, 500, maybe 5 if you got it, 10. And you've got these low-life scum that come in and they'll have a bit of spare cash or borrowed cash. And what they do is they pump this low-lying share up on new share or commodity and they'll put 80,000 in. Some other person will put 80,000 in. Next minute, you've got like nearly 500,000 to 4 or 5 big investors. And it pumps up the price, doesn't it? And you tell other people, and those people tell other people that this is going to happen. The ringleaders are the ones who pretty much need to be brought down. And the funny thing is, you know what the name of the group was? This is what gets me behind these intelligent people. Pump and dump. So on whatever platform they use, this is released on the media, so it's not me with any knowledge. I just read it that and I thought it was funny. You create a group for illegal or possible alleged illegal activity and you name it Pump and Dump. It gets better. You ready? Someone jumps on the chat who's an official party and warns people, allegedly, or they did because there's screenshots of it. It warns people this could be illegal. What do? Nah, keep doing it. The greed in life will kill you. Greed in life will make you envious. Greed in life will never win. We're all a bit greedy. We are. Humans can all get a bit greedy. You know what? And when I mean greed, it's like going away for that day away that you want and you've got to leave your partner, or have a few beers at night and you neglect your family, or you're not neglecting them, but you know, when you go away for a day, we all need our time and our hobbies. And, you know, I mean, we all can be selfish, we can all be greedy, but when it comes to criminal behaviour, so some of these people that say, I was in that group, why would you fucking join that name group? And then you go, I've got to spare $3,000 this 6 months, 3K, let's go, I'm going to invest, I've watched this and this has gone up, I'm going to win, it's going to keep going, and it dumps. You're gone. And you sit there going, hang on a sec, what happened? That's what it is. And it is just, I hope, because sometimes, you know, you can hit people, you can hurt people, you can financially wounding people. That's the worst thing you can do, man. So I'm looking forward to watching this one. It's back in court on the 30th, I think it is, for a detention application. So hopefully, detention application basically means if there's been possible allegations of breaches of bail so far, or they're trying to put you in a centre or custodial environment, depending on the amount of money. See, the problem is with these investigations, they go on for a while. And the more these clowns do alleged bad behaviour, it gets looked at. So you just build in the brief. Look, I pride myself on being a pretty good person. You know, I paid for someone's groceries the other day because they forgot their card. I do my tax every year. My biggest problem is probably wanting to buy sports bikes and having a beer. And I pride myself on that when I hear bad news. And anyone who does anything sort of shady like that, yeah, it's just, I'm done with it. Love each other, take care of each other. If you see this, I say give it a go. I got it from the Parmesan store, or Beck's, I can't remember. Parmesan store, I think this was. It's just a bit, it's okay. I'll see you at the next one. And let's go. Detention application.